Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Don't be shy. Come on in. Okay, so for the sake of time for this video and water conservation, I'm going to talk kind of fast, but I would like to show you an in-shower routine, especially for curlies, or as I like to say, wavy ladies. So I've already combed out my hair. That is one important step to do before you get in the shower. You want to comb your hair out really well. But I put it back up just so I could show everybody what a pineapple is. For us curlies, sleeping in a pineapple at night to preserve your curls is very important. Now, I have it on loose right now just so I could show you. But when you do put your pineapple up, one thing you want to make sure is you pull some of this hair away from the scrunchie so that it's not pulling really tight on that hair, okay? That way it doesn't break it. So I'm going to take this down and we are going to get to business. So you always want to shampoo 2 times, not 1, 2 times, 2 times. You always want to make sure that your hair is really, really wet before you start your washing process. So if you need to move that hair around, separate it, whatever you need to do, you want it soaking wet. My cat's coming in. She's like, what are you doing in here, Mom? Talking to yourself. Okay. And I normally don't wash this fast, shampoo this fast, but I'm going to do it for the sake of the video. So, I hope you all are having a blessed day today. Okay, so the good thing about Monat, number 1, if you have 1 type of shampoo, that's all well and good. But if you have 2, you can always do the first wash with 1 and the second wash with another. So this morning, I'm going to use Advanced Hydrating Shampoo for my first wash. Always want to shake the bottle up really, really well. And you're going to put about a nickel size in your palm. And I know a lot of people are like, what? Yes, a nickel size. You want to emulsify it really, really well between your hands to get that product going. Your hands are going to turn white like this, and that is what you want. So I'm going to show you. Normally, you don't have to do this, but if you have a lot of hair like me, I separate, put a little in here, put a little on the bottom because that is your scalp also. And then the rest, I put on the top of my scalp. And then you want to use the fingertip pads, not your fingernails. And you want to massage that shampoo all over that scalp. That is what creates healthy hair because all of the natural oils run down your hair strands. So when you clean that scalp, everything that's running down those hair strands is going to be great for your hair. Okay, so normally I would let this sit on about 2 minutes, but I'm not going to do that, like I said, for time's sake. So we're going to rinse. And we're going to rinse really, really well. And then we are going to shampoo the second time. And for my second shampoo today, I'm using the smoothing shampoo. So again, shake the bottle. Put some in your hand and emulsify really, really well. And then we're going to separate that hair again. Again, I like to put some in here on the bottom of my scalp. And if you'll notice, the first time that I shampooed, it did not lather up very much, okay? That is because my scalp was dirty. It had product in it. Nasty, junky gunk. Now look at it now. Do y'all see that? I mean, a lot of people are blown away by the lather that you get once your scalp, it gets all of that product off of there. And so now we're really getting in there and cleaning that scalp. Now, a lot of women grab their hair and put it on the top, wash it and scrunch it. Do not do that. That is not healthy for your hair. You want to focus on the scalp. And then at the end, I'll do like this. That is it. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this. Okay, so I'm back. I turned the water off. I've rinsed my second shampoo out. Now, you want to, before you put your conditioner in, okay, first of all, when you wash with our products, I am still getting used to this. The way that your hair feels is crazy. It's literally squeaky clean. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's squeaky clean. So it has a really different feeling than we're used to, okay? With other shampoos, you're putting it in there and it's got silicones and sulfates in it. And so it really is coating your hair when it's washing it. And so your hair will feel all slick and stuff after the shampoo. It shouldn't feel like that. It should feel clean. It should feel squeaky clean. So it is a really weird feeling, okay, before you put your conditioner on. Now, you want to squeegee your hair out, but we have a part of our MoFam that also suggested before you put your conditioner in, you take your microfiber towel and you squeegee out more hair. More water. You don't want to squeegee out your hair. And the reason you do that is because you want all of that excess water out so you can get all of that goody goodness of our conditioner into every little strand and follicle, okay? So I'm going to use our Intense Repair Conditioner. Same thing. You always want to shake our product up really well. And for conditioner, of course, I have longer hair, so I use a tad bit more. Not really a lot, but a tad bit more than I do my shampoo. So you want to do the same thing. You want to emulsify the conditioner in your hands. And then I just start, I'm going to stand on my tippy toes for you guys. And I just start raking the product through. And you notice I'm only doing my ends. My hair strands. So start raking it through. And then the other side. You'll have to excuse the bug bite on my chin. I worked out in the yard last weekend and I don't know if it was a spider or what, but yeah, it looks bad, but it is what it is. Okay, so you start raking the product through. Now, again, normally I would let this sit while I'm shaving or something like that, but we're not going to do that today. So you always want to try to do your conditioner from about here to the end, but what I do is when I know that like almost all the product is off my hands, like there's very little there, then I will barely do like that. That's it, okay? Then you always want to take a wide tooth comb, which I keep in the shower, and you want to comb that out really, really well and get that product in those hair strands, okay? So you want to comb that out real well. And of course, again, I am not going to let this product sit. I am going to rinse it. So let me turn my water on. And when you rinse your conditioner out, as hard as it is, you want it to be cold. It needs to be cold. That seals in the goodness in your hair follicles. I'm not very good with that terminology, but it seals it into those hair strands, and that's what you want. Okay, so now that I have my water on and it's cold, for us curlies, this is what, and I'm not saying you have to have curly hair to do this, but this is what us curlies really like to do to help with forming our curls in the shower, because curls start here, okay? You're going to want to bend over and rake your fingers through your hair again. I'm hoping that y'all can see this. And then you want to squish to condish. This is what we call squish to condish, okay? And you just squish all that conditioner in, and you're going to do the same thing when you rinse. So you rinse upside down, and you squish to condish. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Squish to condish, okay? And then one thing that I've noticed that I like to do is I rake my fingers through my hair again, and then I bundle all my hair up and kind of squish it together like this, and then I squish to condish right at the end. And I noticed that when I've done that, it's kind of formed more curls for me. It kind of helps my formation. Oh, I'm not even in the camera. I apologize. Okay, first time shower recording. You have to excuse me. Okay, you want to leave the product soaking wet, so I'm going to turn this off. While you are in the shower, this is what I do, and this helps these curls tremendously. I have my product just right out here. I leave my product here. You want to go ahead and start putting your product in while it's soaking wet in the shower. This is our flexible hold gel. It's an only for you product that is sometimes one of the selections for your free product when you have a flex shipped. So this is the flexible hold gel. When you put it in your hair, you're going to do what they call milking the cow. Another one of our MoFam ladies calls it that. So you want to milk the cow, and you just want to squeeze it into those hair strands. Just gently. I always flip to the other side. Some people only do one side, but I flip and I go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip it so I can show you. So then you're gonna squish to condition again, but you're squishing in that product, okay? And then you can flat hand, what we call praying hands. You can flat hand it. So see how those curls are already forming in the shower? When your hair is soaking wet, the product soaks into those hair strands and kind of creates what we call a cast on the curls. So that really, really helps. And since I've learned this, it has helped my hair tremendously. So you can either step right out of the shower and start styling, but if you have things to do, then you can wrap your hair in a towel. You always want to use a good towel like this. It's kind of like t-shirt material. And you want to wrap very loosely. Just real loosely. And I missed a hair, so we'll tuck that in. Okay. And then on to styling. Time for styling. Okay. So as I was saying, you can always get straight out and you can start styling your hair, or you can wrap it up in a loose towel, which I did. So what I do is when I take my towel off, usually I've brushed my teeth and done something else. And then I try to take my towel off of my hair as soon as I can. That way it doesn't start drying, the drying process, and get too far into the drying process. So after I remove my towel, then I will do the praying hands again with the towel. And it was really, really hard. I used to never, ever do this move until I started with Monat. And I never realized, because look, y'all, I'm an 80s girl. I mean, I liked the big fluffy hair. I mean, the rooster hair, whatever you want to call it. I had that and I loved it. So I used to be one to grab my curls and scrunch them up and just move them around in my hand. But realistically, that is friction that is causing frizz. So you want to baby those curls. If you baby those curls, they will baby you. If you take care of them, they'll take care of you. So I'm going to move this a little bit for you guys. Okay, so then I would apply a little bit more product after I have taken it out of the towel, and just the styling products for today are going to be the flexible hold gel like I put it on earlier, and I'm also going to mix it with the taffy. I love mixing these two together. Love, love, love it. If some of you don't know about our taffy, this is our taffy. It's just a little styling taffy. You can use it for flyaways, all kinds of stuff. But I like to use it to mix with the gel to put an even better cast on my curls. And there are some days where I will just put this on, and if I'm in a rush, I will walk out the door with my hair wet. And then later on, after it's dried, then I will kind of scrunch my curls a little bit better. So you want to do the same thing. You're just milking the cow, putting it on there, and putting it on the curl, sorry. It is really weird doing this, talking to a camera. Just telling you. And you just want to do that, and then you want to flat hand again your curls. Just gently flat hand. And then this is when you want to start positioning your curls where you want them when they dry. This is pretty much how I kind of wear mine. So I'm just going to leave it like that. But if you had a lot of your hair over here and you wanted some over here or something, you want to move it, but you just want to be really gentle when you move it, as to not to cause frizz. And you want to try to keep those clumps together as best as possible. So if you do diffuse, which is absolutely amazing for curls, I'm not going to make you sit here through that process, but I currently have the Dyson hair dryer with the diffuser on it.
One thing that I have learned recently is when you are going to diffuse your curls, you first want to get your curls in position as to where you want them in the diffuser, okay? And you don't want to put it up against your scalp. You want to just hold it away from your scalp, maybe about an inch and a half. Now, depending on how you position the diffuser, you can actually create volume. Like if you do it like this and press it up a little, you could create volume in that hair. So you do not want to turn the diffuser on until you get your curls positioned in that cup. I never knew that. And it really has made a difference. So you want to position them in the diffuser, then you want to turn your hair dryer on when you're done with that certain spot. Now, when you have it in that spot, you want to be still and just hold it there. That's the biggest pain in the rump, I can tell you, but it's worth it. A lot of times I used to diffuse and I would get my curls in there and I would just move that diffuser around and around and around. Same thing, friction. You don't want to do that. So when you're done, you want to pull the hair dryer down, turn it off, reposition those curls for the next spot, okay? You always want to use low heat. And for the very beginning of my diffusing process, I use low heat and I use like a medium speed. There have been some times where I'm in a really, really big hurry. I'm in a big hurry, y'all. When I'm in a big hurry, I will use low heat and high speed. I just always keep that heat down. Always keep that heat down. It's very important. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it with the diffuser, but I will diffuse part of my hair and I will come back. I'm not gonna, like I said, make you watch that. Now, there are some ladies who before they diffuse, they spray a little bit of hairspray, just lightly, just like that, around their hair, and that also kind of sets those curls a little bit before you diffuse. So I am gonna do that and I'll be back. Okay, so this is probably mid diffuse. Pretty much, yeah, because it's still damp, so it's pretty much mid diffuse. Curls are all crazy, but that's okay. So what I really like to do is I'll either put a little bit of mousse, which I'm out of right now, or I will put our curl refresher spray in mid diffuse. This is another only for you item that is free with sometimes when it is one of the options, it's free with your flex ship. And it is, for me, it's a little bit of a thicker product. So I normally will use a tiny bit on my hand because it is a little bit thicker spray. And then I usually will like just barely wet these fingers on the other hand, and then I'll rub it in and then I'll just squeeze it on my hair. I've tried to spray it on my hair. My hair just, I don't know, it just doesn't like it when I just spray it on. It likes it when I do this. So I usually just do this. I'll do either this or the mousse, like I said, mid diffuse, just to add a little bit more product. Now, I've heard people say, well, why do you use 2 or 3 products on your hair, styling products? You don't have to. For those of us that do have, you know, a bunch of styling products, we choose to use more than one. I have actually styled my hair with just this. So don't think that you have to have, oh, well, I don't have that, and I don't have that, and I don't have that. It doesn't matter. You can use one styler. You can figure out which one styler your hair absolutely loves. Or if you're like me, you want them all and you want to try them all and you want to play around and you want to experiment. So today I'm using that mid diffuse. So I'm going to finish. Okay, I was diffusing and I just had a thought. So say that you do this at night, okay, and you are pretty much mid diffuse like I am. Well, I'm probably 3/4 of the way dry. So say that you want to go to bed and you don't feel like diffusing all of your hair. Excuse me, my pants are need a belt. Should have wore a belt, sorry. Say that you don't feel like diffusing the rest of the way and you want to go to bed, but you want to preserve your curls. So I'm going to show you how to put it up in a pineapple real quick to go to sleep and preserve these beautiful curls. So you want to just flip your hair over and you just want to lightly gather it. Hopefully I am in the camera. Yes, I am. You want to lightly gather it. And you just want to pull it up to the top and just put it up in a scrunchie carefully. And then just pull this through just like that. And don't forget what I said about pulling these bangs carefully away from the scrunchie so that it does not pull on these. And then of course I missed this little hair, but that's fine. So then you want to sleep like that, and that will, believe it or not, preserve these beautiful curls. What it does too is, see how this is all pulled up. So this is what you're sleeping on all night, okay? Which, when you take your hair down, that's underneath and nobody's gonna see it. So I just thought of that and just wanted to show you. So in the morning, you would just gently take it down and your curls would still be there, okay? Okay. Ta-da! Okay, so the only thing that I might add on at the end is I may do a little bit of our dry texturizing spray just up in here in the crown, just a little, to give it just a little bit of lift. And then I love, love, love our Rejuvenique oil, but my gosh, do I absolutely love this. This is our Rejuvenique Sheer Mist. So if you want a lighter coverage that you can spray all over your hair when you're done styling, this stuff is amazing. So I'm gonna spray a little bit. First, okay, I'm gonna show you the back. Show you how the curls turned out. They look cute. And then I'm gonna spray some of this mist on. And then I usually just kinda sorta rub it into my hair just a little. And it gives it a little bit more shine, which gives a little bit more shine, but y'all, really, I mean, it's so shiny. I don't know if you can really see that shine even on the curls that I haven't sprayed. I keep looking in the mirror. So sorry. I'm supposed to be looking at you. Anyway, this stuff is the bomb. So that is it. The other thing that I wanted to show you is, earlier Caitlin had said on her video, well, yesterday, she had said about curly hair girls running their fingers through their curls and it breaking. And what she means by that is, let me see if I can find one for you. Okay, so let's just take, well, that one doesn't really, let's just take this curl. Okay, so see how that's kind of got a little space right there? If you see them and you want to unclump them, then what you want to do is just gently find a break that's already there and just gently pull it. And you just want to pull them apart, just very gently. I used to be real bad about just grabbing it and jerking it with my finger, and it's so damaging to your hair. So that's the other tip that I wanted to give you. But this turned out really, really good. It has literally, I was just sitting here thinking, it's been 8 weeks. I was supposed to go in 6 weeks to get my hair recolored and cut, and COVID happened. So now it is going on, actually next week is going on the 9th week since I've gotten to get my hair done. And I was just looking at how awesome this shampoo and conditioner has kept my color, how vibrant it is. You can see my roots, but it's still so vibrant and looks so good. So I really, other than needing a trim, I could go a couple more weeks without coloring, and that's awesome. So finished product. I'm one, I don't like anymore, even though I was an 80s girl and I loved big hair, I don't like to use hairspray that much anymore. I use as little as possible. But I'm trying to think if there's any more tips or tricks that I could give you, but I can't really think right now. But you can always ask in the comments if you want to tag me. you're more than welcome to. And I can try to answer, your curly questions. Other than that, if you have other questions, you can tag the market partner that invited you here. And okay, so before I end this, let me just show you a little organization tip real fast. Let me take you off the stand. Here is a shoe organizer that I had bought, and I have it on the back of my closet door, and I have all of my products in there, other things, but I have all of my products in there, and that way it's also conveniently located next to my shower, and I can just reach out and just grab my styling products right there and put them in my hair while it's still soaking wet. So yeah, so that is it. And thank you so very much for watching my video. Hope I didn't make it too long for you. I hope that you all are blessed, and I hope you have a great day.